for coming out to Thursday's Beach District Field Hockey event. Don't forget, per the order of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, we are under a mask mandate. All spectators, fans, and family members must wear masks. If you're inside the Regional Training Center, please have your mask on. Please remember to social distance. If you are not with family members, you must remain within 10 feet from other spectators. Thursday match. On field 2, we have Ocean Lakes versus Tippsville. On field 1, we have First Colonial versus Cox. Don't forget, if you have any family or friends that are at home, we are live streaming free on Virginia Beach Sports Club, Regional Training Center, Facebook page. On field 1. Field 1 is under live stream.
All right, greetings here on this windy yet sunny and very comfortable, dare I say, summer-like afternoon on this Thursday, the 11th day of March. Welcome to the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach. I am Matt Hatfield for our Facebook Live broadcast today, where we have a couple of heavyweights going at it, two of the very best in the entire state, and I say the country as well when it comes to field hockey. We have the First Colonial Patriots at 1-0 on the season, taking on the Cox Falcons, also at 1-0. These are two of the very best, and we'll tell you more about these programs, their key players, the coaching staffs, and much more in a moment. We have the national anthem to get things underway here. Let's step aside here for a moment. All right, so there's your national anthem as we rejoin you here on Facebook Live for today's matchup. Again, the Cox Falcons at 1-0 taking on the First Colonial Patriots, and a number of talented young ladies for both of these squads. And let's tell you how they did in their season openers, which happened earlier this week on Tuesday afternoon in Virginia Beach. It was Cox shutting out Bayside by a count of 9-0. They got a couple of goals from Zella Bailey. She'll be number 12 in the black uni and the green numerals today. She is a junior who has committed to The Ohio State University, and Ohio State was one of the many teams we had out here last weekend for Big Ten at the Beach, as the Big Ten came here for a couple of field hockey weekends. It was outstanding to see that. Also, a couple of goals scored for the Cox Falcons by Quinn Braithwaite and Megan Spear. Lindsay Arsenault had one goal and an assist for the team that is top-ranked in Hampton Roads. And, of course, Cox, one of the premier programs. We know about Nancy Folks many, many years ago, the all-time wins leader in Virginia field hockey. And Taylor Roundtree has continued their tradition with a record of 58-5 and 4 seasons at the helm. This is a Cox program that went 21-1 2 seasons ago, a perfect 10-0 in the league. And when you dive even deeper, 21 state championships. That's a Virginia High School League record. I dare say won't be approached anytime soon, as we see the one and only Terry Sawyer here out for this contest as well. First Colonial comes in off a shutout of Princess Anne 6-0. They got a couple of goals each from Bella Kane and Allie Burnett. Allie Burnett is a junior who is committed to Old Dominion University. And Finley Payne had 3 assists in that victory over PA. First Colonial has won 3 state championships, 2011, 2012, and 2015. In fact, they beat Cox in 2012 and 2015 to win the title. They finished runner-up on 6 occasions. They lost to Cox in 1992, 2014, 2016, and 2018 in the championship round. And this year, only taking one to the state tournament for the championships for Virginia High School League, and both Cox and First Colonial now in Region 5A. They both once were in Region 6A, but when they did the realignment shuffle a couple years ago, they ended up moving them down a couple divisions, not just Cox and First Colonial, but other schools as well across the Commonwealth of Virginia. Keep an eye on Kelly Taylor, a senior who's number 11 for First Colonial. She's signed with Old Dominion as well. For Cox, other talented athletes for them include the likes of Stevie Drum, a captain who's number 11, a senior signed with Richmond. Lauren Boucher, number 14, a captain who's headed to the University of Mary Washington. And Abby Spear, a junior, number 21, who's committed to Duke. So we are about to get underway. Cox in the dark unis with the green numerals. First Colonial in the white jerseys with the sky blue numerals as we get set for this matchup between 2 of the best in the Hampton Roads area as well as the city of Virginia Beach. Coach Beanie Schleicher for First Colonial. What a job she's done, by the way. 204 and 12 overall in 10 years at the helm of FC. As things are underway here, it's going to be Cox working it from right to left here in those dark unis, green numerals. FC going left to right here. We see a stick battle there between FC's number 5. That's Julie Day, and number 17 of Cox. As the Jets fly over top of us, Oceana a good 15-20 minutes away. Might be scoring some of our sound here for parts of the contest today. 16-yard hit coming for FC as they move it up ahead. Kelly Taylor, number 11, a senior we mentioned, signed with Old Dominion. Had possession there for a moment. FC now. The alert play there by Emma Schwartz, Emma Schwartz, a junior for Cox. On this 76-degree day here in Virginia Beach, we thank you for tuning in on Facebook Live. I am Matt Hatfield. We've got another field hockey game going on a field near us, and we'll pass along updates as we get them to you throughout the day here on Facebook Live. That matchup, for those wondering, by the way, involving the Princess Anne Cavaliers and the Ocean Lakes Dolphins. You see a battle there as we get our first penalty corner coming for FC. That was number 3 for FC in on the action. Allie Burnett, the junior committed to ODU. It's deflected. And it's going to go through. Count the goal for number 8 of First Colonial, junior Emily Tomorrow. And FC is on the board 1-0 with 12:33 to go in the first period. Emily Tomorrow gets the goal, and the Patriots strike first. Slow dribble, and it went through. See if Cox can counter here. First Colonial coming off a 6-goal performance against PA just 2 days ago. And that'll be Tomorrow's first goal of the season. The 5th different player to score a goal. As I mentioned, Bella Kane and Allie Burnett had 2 apiece. Julie Day had 1. also Alyssa Tulkson had won in that 6-0 shutout of Princess Anne, which is ranked by the Virginia Pilot number 12 in Hampton Roads. FC coming in to number 3 in this week's rankings. Cox, number 1 ranked team. But you could make a great case. These are the 2 best field hockey teams, not just in Hampton Roads, but dare we say all of Class 5 in the state of Virginia now, as Cox will work it near the end line, and that will roll out of bounds. See good defensive plays from the Patriots there. A number of their young ladies stepping up here to stop the Cox attack. Falcons now have it with, I apologize, we don't have a number 17 on our sheet for Cox. Maybe someone will comment for us and give us that roster adjustment from what was submitted to us here earlier in the week. Falcons trying to get something within the FC attack, and it's taken away. Excellent job by FC. I believe that was by Bella Kane, if I saw correctly, for the Patriots.
Katie, transition, okay? Not that side.
Check that. That was Julie Day that had that takeaway for FC a moment ago now. And that will roll out of play here, but FC keeping it inside the attacking. Check that. Cox keeping it inside the attacking 25 of the Patriots here.
Come on, bend tight. Bend tight. Bend, over here.
As
This
the
way,
Falcons
this
will
way.
enter this one here. That's number 18, Elise Unger, a sophomore. And deflected away as you see FC close quickly with Emily Tomorrow, the junior. Patriots with a 1-point lead as we tick under 10 minutes to go in this opening period.
Come on, Anna.
Now FC looking to get out from under its own end here. They'll pass along the sideline. Taken away, another good play by Cox. And a takedown there.
That is not working. Joe, okay? Find something else.
As the Patriots will try to
Joe, you're hiding. You were hiding.
get past the midfield line. Taken away again. We'll call it number 17 until we find out who that is, just to get a check on that
Sam. Sam's help.
roster adjustment. Falcons now working along the sideline. They could not connect on that pass as they were trying to get it to number 15, Emma Schwartz. Cox coming off 9 goals scored just 2 days ago against Bayside. After this one today, they play a week from today at Kellum. And they have 4 more games in the month of March against Lansdowne, Princess Anne, Tallwood, and Green Run. Their regular season finale scheduled for April the 1st at home against Salem.
Joe, what are you going to do if you receive the ball here?
As FC now seeing the very aggressive defensive Cox here trying to apply some pressure here. They dish it over to Sammy Farrow, one of their seniors.
Kelly, Emily, get in there.
I believe they've got 8 or 9 seniors on this roster to the Patriots of First Colonial, coming off a 14-3 mark in 2019. Fell short of that championship pursuit, but certainly the roster makeup is there for them to have a deep postseason push this year. Patriots now will turn it back over to Cox as it'll be gathered in here and put in by Lauren Boucher, the University of Mary Washington commit, class of 2021. FC will make a substitution here in just a moment as Lauren Hedspeth, number 6, will be coming into the contest. Falcons working with it on the far side from us here. And that one will roll behind the net here as First Colonial will breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief now with just over 7 minutes to go in this opening period. A couple substitutions now as you see First Colonial send in Hedspeth. Number 10 trying to get her gear all set for Cox. That's Rose Bannon, a sophomore. Got about a good 7 or 8 from the class of 2023, it looks like, for Cox on this roster. So they're going to be competing for years to come, you would imagine, under Coach Roundtree. Cox trying to make the most of every moment with that attitude this year, not letting any opportunity pass them by here in this strange COVID-19 world we're all living with. They graduated 5 key players, most notably first-team All-American midfielder Zoe Campisi, as well as first-team All-State defenders Kylie Levine and Sarah Spear. But Stevie Drum is going to be a very instrumental part to their forward line here. She has amassed 77 goals thus far and is eagerly chasing that 100-goal mark for Coach Roundtree's Falcons. Zella Bailey coming off a season in which she had 19 goals, 17 assists. And we'll see that sub come in here, as it'll be Rose Bannon checking on for Cox, and stepping out will be Sophia Birch, a freshman, getting some significant playing time in this much anticipated matchup between the Patriots and the Falcons, as it looks like we will have our second penalty corner of the opening period here, with a little over 5 minutes to go in this first period here. Remember, they got a goal earlier on Emily Tamaro's little short slap into the net moments earlier. Patriots will have it with Lauren Hedspeth putting this corner chance in here. Hedspeth dumps it inside here. Quick pass and shot. You see that shot attempted by number 11, Kelly Taylor, the ODU signee. And Abby Spear able to keep FC from adding to its advantage. The goalkeeper that's committed to Duke there for Coach Roundtree's Falcons. That comes the Patriots now. Spear had 16 shutouts in her last season on the junior national camp selection under 16 national team. Maxfield Hockey top 50 performer. One to nothing still our score, as a chance to get up 2 missed by First Colonial, who's got both corners so far. Now First Colonial along the line here will throw it up here. That one bounces off Elise Unger of Cox. Patriots control it now. Pretty physical matchup in the early going. Finley Payne, the sophomore, number 10 for FC. Able to take that away there. Excellent job by Finley Payne to step right through there. Remember, she had 3 assists on Tuesday in their win, making her presence felt here in the first 11 minutes of this contest here. That was Emily Tamara trying to get a chance inside the circle, but Cox will race back the other way, and that one will be hit far ahead. And looks like the Patriots will try to set things back up here. Ooh, nifty crossover move by Sammy Farrow. Hit along the fence. Neat ball put into play now. Emily Tamaro. Get overhead past the defense, but that is deflected by number 17. We are still trying to figure out who that is. Good battle there as you see number 9 for First Colonial trying to dig past the Cox defense, Olivia Tomorrow. Emily's sister, and that one will roll out of play behind the goalkeep. First Colonial to her left. Now the Patriots going to tilt field position again. Unable to get it there to Allie Burnett. Cox comes up with it. There's Lauren Boucher. Finding her teammate Stevie Drum, the Richmond signee. Poked away as FC steps in front of that one. Great speed by First Colonial's Allie Burnett. Coming up with it and rolls downhill, but Cox able to retreat and grab it. That one smacked away by Addie Frohilich, sophomore, number 6 for the Falcons. So we tick now under a minute to go in this opening period. Thanks for tuning in with us on Facebook Live. Matt Hatfield here from the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach. Winner of this game goes to 2-0 and certainly enhances their positioning for the postseason in Region 5A, which will take place in April. With all the fall sports moving to the late winter, early spring, it's now pretty much springtime weather we have, and let's hope that it does not change here in the days to come. We had some very chilly days for Big Ten at the beach the last couple weekends. You'll see all your playoff sports in the VHSL's calendar of fall sports, and for those unfamiliar with it, with athletics. We had the winter seasons just finish up in February with basketball, gymnastics, indoor track, swim and dive, as well as wrestling. But fall sports consists of competition, sideline cheer, cross country, football, golf, volleyball, and of course what we're watching here today, field hockey. And the regional deadline will be April 17th. The VHSL semifinals take place on April 20th and the championships on the 24th. And through one period of play, it's First Colonial leading 1-0. We'll step aside right here and come back with some second period action in just a moment right here on Facebook Live.
As the Uncarrier, we use our brand, our people, and our network as catalysts for good. That's why we're launching the HBCU Scholars Program for students making an impact on their school and communities. We're providing programming and insights to help Black-owned small businesses get ahead, investing in Black communities, and supporting recruitment and training of diverse candidates for telecom careers. Leading by example, we know we are better together than apart.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
And welcome back to the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach as we bring you live coverage of field hockey action in Virginia Beach with the First Colonial Patriots and the Cox Falcons, two of the finest programs out there. Our broadcast today brought to you by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint. Revitalize your property today. I am Matt Hatfield here, and through one period of play, it's First Colonial leading Cox by a count of 1-0. Emily Tamaro with a goal just a few minutes into the matchup here as Coach Beanie Schlenker's team trying to get that 206th victory. She's done a wonderful job at FC, winning state championships, as we mentioned in the Open in 2011, 2012, and 2015. Previously coached at Maury High School before coming to First Colonial, taking on a Cox team that was certainly, you dare say, mid-season form in its opening victory that they notched over Bayside 9-0. And Coach Taylor Roundtree's team looking to be a state championship contender and bring home that 22nd state title in their school's illustrious field hockey history. As these two teams having a shortened season due to everything with the pandemic, and the Virginia High School League pretty much reducing the schedule to a 60% maximum from what they normally have because of the abbreviated seasons for the fall, winter, and the spring. As Cox will jump for that with Emma Schwartz, but FC counters right back. Good pickup there for the Patriots. Is that with Lauren Hedspeth? Cox will smack it up ahead with Lauren Sanford, the sophomore wearing number 16 on your stream. There's the Falcons maneuvering with Stevie Drum, the Richmond signee. That one will get close to the goalkeeper, but no real shot on goal there to disrupt the Patriots.
Outside! Outside! Keep it outside!
Parker roll back there for FC. Cox trying to do some damage here.
Allie, you just said what we needed to do and you didn't do it. Step in front.
See if the Patriots can deny the Falcons from some kind of a scoring chance dialed up here, as you see the defense chasing here. That one smacked ahead by Lauren Boucher. Good job there by the FC defense, as you saw Kelly Taylor and Allie Burnett trying to stymie the Falcons, but back they come with Boucher. Trying to navigate the double team is Drum. Drum gets past both defenders. Now looking for a shot near the net. And that one will be denied. As the Patriots have been able to slide fairly well against this Cox attack in this first half. Boucher controlling it. Now taken away. FC looking to turn momentum away from Coach Roundtree's Falcons. Ooh, nearly an infraction there. As Burnett gets away from the Cox tenacious defense. And it looks like we have a green card coming. Just a little bit of over-aggressiveness there for number 17. Coach Roundtree expects a little more than that here. FC will see Hedspeth come out and get a couple sips of water and catch her breath now as the Falcons look to swing things back from right to left. We've seen much more pressure on the Cox goalkeeper, Abby Spear, than Parker Roll of FC in this first half. 2 penalty corners for FC, none for Cox thus far. So that'll be the Falcons trying to get it up ahead, but out of the reach of Sophia Birch. It is collected by one of the Falcons, that being number 11, Stevie Drum. Stevie Drum with 33 goals and 11 assists, signed with the University of Richmond, a first-team all-region, all-Tidewater, and all-state performer, part of the Max Field Hockey 2021 watch list. One goal on Tuesday to bring her career mark to 78. See if she can get closer to that century mark of 100 here today and tie things up if nobody else is to score between now and a goal. Patriots trying to dig out of its own 25 area as they will work it from the far side on your screen. That one out of the reach of Allie Burnett, and the Falcons take it. Those bright orangey reddish shoes of one Lauren Boucher, the senior going to the University of Mary Washington. Lauren with quite a career so far as well. A defender, though, no more for her play on that side. 3 goals, 1 assist, 1 defensive save. Very influential in keeping teams from mounting attacks. Good battle there. I believe that's won by Rose Bannon. They get near the center here. Falcons looking to apply pressure, and First Colonial will avoid any damage done there. Oh, that's a dangerous play there, so that will go back the other way.
No more!
Falcons now have it inside the 50. Far side, out of the range of the defender Bella Kane of FC. 9.5 minutes to go in this first half. By the way, on the other field, with the matchup between Ocean Lakes and Princess Anne, it is scoreless in the second period with the Cavaliers and the Dolphins. 1-0 our score here as First Colonial trying to race left to right. Allie Burnett, number 3, one of the best juniors in the state. Now FC able to reposition themselves. We'll see a couple of subs coming here. Number 4 for FC, Alyssa Tollickson, who had a goal in her team's win on Tuesday over Princess Anne. And then for Cox, it'll be Elise Unger for her first goal of the season. We'll check in at the next exchange. Patriots will operate on the far left side of your screen here. As they try to work something up the field with Burnett, but unable to connect on that pass up ahead. Bella Kane will check out, and in comes Tollickson for FC. Meanwhile, we mentioned Unger coming on for Cox, and Rose Bannon will check out for the Falcons. Coach Schleicher offering some tips, if you will, for Bella Kane for the next time she enters this one. Pass intercepted as Cox looks to work it back into FC territory. Good job by Madison Warren. A lot of speed on that pass. Patriots have it inside the circle only for a brief moment as they were trying to dial something up with Finley Payne, known for her passing skills. Cox able to pull it away with Sophia Birch. Falcons now racing ahead with Drum. Drum had some daylight. A couple of defenders for FC getting in her pathway. A really good job there by the Patriots to race back with Katie Royal and company.
Joe, speed, let's go.
To keep that from being a breakaway. As Drum was caught up to by some FC players. And now FC passing it far side here. And to get away from the double team. Patriots trying to find a cutting Burnett up the field. Unable to slice that one through as the Cox defense is ready for it with 2 defenders in the pathway, and they'll pull it back out. Job well done by Zella Bailey, the Ohio State commit. Zella had 2 goals just 2 days ago. Trying to get her team on the board. Always a fierce battle between these 2 nearby rivals. First Colonial and Cox. Many of these girls have grown up playing club field hockey together, and Coach Roundtree thought that there might have been some kind of infraction. Doesn't get any call on that nonetheless here. Burnett trying to connect with her teammate. Patriots now take it away with Emily Tamaro. But ready for it is Cox. You see the stick work of number 17. We'd love to tell you the name, but unfortunately we were given very detailed, great information, but we didn't get somehow someone must have changed jerseys is what it was. That's all I can figure out at this point. Try to get that free at halftime, find out who 17 is for Cox. You know, you would think it'd be my luck, it'd be a player that's making a lot of plays and very active in this half instead of someone that hasn't even seen the field. Ooh, nice step through by Schwartz to come up and keep FC from getting on the move there. There's 17 again, but FC able to keep her at bay there. As you see, the Patriots is number 10, Finley Payne, the sophomore. Tollingson racing over to try to stop. Ooh, and a takedown there. Olivia Tomorrow. Patriots have done a good job of tagging these Cox forwards, trying to create scoring chances. Still no penalty corners or even penalty strokes for Falcons here. And that one's going to be put through for the Falcons. Count that goal. I believe that's by number 11 if we saw it correctly. I think that's Stevie Drum scoring there for Cox to knot things up at 1 apiece. Looked like that was Stevie Drum number 11. We'll try to double check that and verify for you when we get a moment. So we are deadlocked at 1 apiece. As right there at the 4.5 minute mark of the second period, Cox gets on the board. And now controlling it very well along the sideline, you see Lauren Boucher showing her great awareness. Great awareness from Lauren there on that senior for the Falcons. Momentum starting to shift here before the break, and this is where Cox can be so lethal. They can turn a 1-0 deficit into a quick 2-1 lead before you even blink. FC, though, trying to prevent that from happening. As you see, the attempt to smack one near the net was deflected by Allie Burnett the attempt there for FC's Allie Burnett deflected as the Cox defense was right in position. We've seen Zella Bailey, Lauren Boucher, Elise Unger, a number of players step up here in the second period for Cox as we're just under 3.5 minutes to go until the break. Falcons, ooh. Two defenders close there. FC looks to create something here with Kelly Taylor. It's under 3 minutes to go in the second period. Good battle locked up right there as you see Stevie Drum and FC's Sammy Farrow battling for the ball. As another jet plane flies over us here. Cox now with it. Stick work by Emma Schwartz. And now the Falcons on the far side. And it past the pesky defense of First Colonial. FC unable to get it away as the Falcons are starting to dial up the pressure. 3 defenders in the area. And nowhere to go for Alyssa Tollickson of FC as you see that Cox defense really clamping down. Making the necessary adjustments after trailing by an early goal from Emily Tomorrow of FC. FC looking to get past the 50 here. They've got it with Burnett. Hits it up ahead and just out of the reach of a teammate, and Cox is right there alertly with it. Number 17, who seems to be making all the plays for Cox defensively. You see number 2 back into the fray, Sophia Birch as well for Cox. Falcons looking to push it. trying to create numbers, but there's FC able to alertly get in position to stop the Falcons' transition attack. Couldn't quite tell who that was for FC on the far side, as the sun is making things challenging for us to catch some of those players on the far end. Might have been Emily tomorrow. Two FC defenders right there in the pathway for them to put it in that corner area. One of those defenders, Allie Burnett, is headed to Old Dominion, as we mentioned. Looks like we're going to go to halftime, all knotted up at 1 apiece. What did you expect? Nothing less, right? First Colonial with a goal from Emily tomorrow in the first period, but Cox counters with one from Stevie Drum. Despite no penalty corners, we're deadlocked at 1 apiece between the Falcons of Frank W. Cox High School, 21-time state champions, and the Patriots of First Colonial, who have reached the title game 9 times in their program history, including as recent as 2018. We'll step aside and come back with more right here on Facebook Live.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
wherever,
however.
New DQ rotisserie style chicken bites. I love you just the way you are. I never thought unbreaded chicken this good was possible. Your oven roasted 100% white meat chicken is 100% perfect to me. Finally, chicken that is tender, juicy, and flavorful all by itself. Or dipped in ranch. Or on a salad. Or in a basket with fries. Thank you, DQ, for giving me just what I needed. DQ, happy tastes good.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
All right, back here on Facebook Live, our presentation here from the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach of Beach District Field Hockey is brought to you by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint. Revitalize your property today. I am Matt Hatfield, and our score through 2 periods of play between the Cox Falcons and the First Colonial Patriots, it's tied up at 1 apiece. They're also tied up, scoreless though, on the other field here at the Regional Training Center between the Ocean Lakes Dolphins and the Princess Anne Cavaliers. And to give you an idea of the standings right now in the Beach District, although you have schools in Region 6A and some in Region 5A, you have coming into today FC, Cox, Kempsville, Ocean Lakes, and Tallwood at 1-0. They get 3 points for that power rating situation, while Bayside, Green Run, Lancetown, Princess Anne, and Salem all entered at 0-1 with play beginning this week. As we are deadlocked at 1-1 here at the half. That first goal for First Colonial was scored by Emily Tamaro. The assist coming from Julie Day, a senior for FC. Meanwhile, Stevie Drum, the University of Richmond signee, with the goal for Cox to tie things up in the second period. Falcons working in the black jerseys, the green numerals, and they're going to go from left to right now as we change fields here in the second half. First Colonial's going to pick it up, though, in the white unis and the sky blue trim, with a little bit of gold trim as well. The Patriots of FC won their first game 6-0 over Princess Anne. Cox beating Bayside 9-0 in its opener back on March the 9th. Oh, and that one is sliced through there by Kelly Taylor of FC. Cox is ready though. Coming right back are the Falcons as they. We can tell you who number 17 is, by the way, for Cox. We were trying to figure that out. It's Lindsay Arsenault, one of the captains for Cox, a senior who we had on our roster sheet initially as number 1. She's number 17 now. And we'll tell you a little bit more about Lindsay as we move along. One of the seniors here in this program that I know Coach Taylor Roundtree is very high on. She had a goal, by the way, in their shutout of Bayside on Tuesday also. But so we can tell you that she's now number 17, not number 1. I'm not sure if she wore number 1 on Tuesday against Bayside or not, but she's number 17 today. This gorgeous Thursday afternoon. There'll be some Beach District football action on Friday night. We hope you join us for that at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex right next door for Bayside and Kellum. Comes your way at 6:30 with pregame 7 o'clock with yours truly and the coach Darnell Moore as we have our first penalty corner of the contest with 13-10 to go for the Cox Falcons. They had none in the first half. And that one will sail wide of the net. The Falcons unable to strike and take the lead. Have not led today. FC had those 2 penalty corners in the first period, none in the second. Patriots from the far end there, you see multiple Cox defenders providing traffic for them to work with. Looking to just push it away up the field. You had Anna DeLong, the senior for FC. She's donning jersey number 2 today. Cox comes up with it. FC right back as you see stellar tackles being made here throughout. And the Falcons thought they had something working with Sophia Birch. Oh, right there getting in the way. You see FC's number 8, Emily Tamaro, had that first goal. Falcons in the middle there as that one will go wide, but Lauren Boucher with a pretty quality look at it. And now another corner coming for the Falcons as they try to go in front with the clock ticking under 11:40 to go in this third period. Looks like that will be Boucher putting it in here on the penalty corner. The ref will call time as Patriots try to get themselves situated on the back end. A couple of passes there. along the edges, and that one will sail wide of the net to our right. The goalie's left. No real threat there to Parker Roll and the FC defense. Coach Schleicher not going to quite breathe a sigh of relief just yet, as you have Cox still operating deep in the third of First Colonial, and that one nearly put through there last minute. Credit FC's defense, number 12, Sammy Farrow, from letting that one be pretty much tapped in by the Falcons. Getting great penetration deep into the FC zone on that sequence now, as it'll be the Patriots trying to move up the field with Anna DeLong, but Cox is really positioning themselves well on its defensive end. Talked about some of the key defenders. We know about Stevie Drum, a senior forward, Zella Bailey, a junior midfielder forward, and then Lauren Boucher, one of those top defenders for them. The Falcons really dominating the action here on this side of the field. This First Colonial has had it maybe on the Cox side for all of 30-40 seconds of this half. Oh, that's going to be a chance for FC to get something working there, as you saw number 9, Olivia Tomorrow, step right through there. Patriots on the move with Lauren Hedspeth. Will be smacked up ahead, trying to get something started with Finley Payne, but Cox comes right back, as you see their quickness in the open field. Skating away are the Falcons with Zella Bailey, showing why she's one of the premier prospects in the country and was so coveted by Ohio State and others. She is committed to the Buckeyes. Patriots now coming back, trying to get numbers working, a 3-on-2 chance. And that one not hit strong enough, and Cox able to come up with it, although it's poked back away, as you see FC with Lauren Hedspeth staying after it, not quitting on the play. Cox will smack it out there with number 8, Quinn Braithwaite. Quinn scoring one of those goals. Actually, she had 2 goals in the 9-0 shutout of Bayside on Tuesday. Falcons rolling right here. There's Braithwaite. Turns it back in. Finds a teammate. Oh, and a really good play by the goalkeeper, Roll. Check that, Maddie Duerden is the keeper. So I now figured out what I've done wrong. I've been saying Parker Roll, but that's Maddie Duerden back there, the junior keeper. Had one thing written on one side and one on the other. So we'll correct myself now. Maddie Duerden, your goalkeeper for FC. Patriots on the move now after stopping that chance for Cox. Taking under 8 minutes to go. Rolling with it, as you see the Falcons with Lauren Boucher stopping Kelly Taylor on the run. Now Boucher trying to get to Bailey, but again you see Taylor very persistent in that matchup with Bailey. Patriots poke it away there. Cox able to retreat and get it with Boucher, who's being shadowed closely by Hedspeth. Boucher finding room to hit it between. And a goal! It's scored! Falcons on the board. Falcons up 2-1 on that goal by Emmy Schwartz, number 15, as they now have a 2-1 lead here on First Colonial with just under 7 minutes to go. So far, really good execution from Cox here to begin this second half as they've controlled things in the attacking end of First Colonial. Patriots had those 2 early corners, and they had a pretty good chance to get up 2-0 and didn't do so. And you do that, you let an opportunity go by wayside, and that can cost you sometimes in these matchups. We'll see if the Patriots can counter here. As FC is trying to get something brewing here, but Cox very patient now. Allie Burnett in the mix there for FC, number 3. Might be one of the smaller players in the middle of your screen, but don't let that fool you. She's a real talent there for the Patriots. We might either have our first goal or a corner over there with the Ocean Lakes PA game, and we'll pass along updates as we get them, as we have 2 games happening simultaneously here. But this is a big-time showdown between Cox and First Colonial here. Winner will move to 2-0 on the season, and right now Cox looking a lot better than they did for the first 20-25 minutes of this one. That goal before the half from Stevie Drum with a little over 4 minutes to go in the second period boosted their confidence, and now the Falcons try to get to it along the sideline, but it will roll out and out of the reach of Quinn Braithwaite. FC with Katie Royal trying to dial something up, but how spirited has the defense been for the Falcons as you see once again number 18, Elise Unger. Unger and Boucher have been superb in stopping FC attacks. That time it's First Colonial come up with a big stop with Kelly Taylor, the future Monarch. She's signed with Old Dominion. Her teammate Allie Burnett is committed. Taylor a senior, Burnett a junior. And now FC has it on the move with Burnett. But once again, the defense of Cox getting in the way as Rose Bannon comes through to slow her progress. Patriots trying to get through that traffic and squeeze one through the net. That one is hit a little too far out of the reach of a teammate by Lauren Hedspeth. Coach Roundtree pleased with the adjustments her squad has made. Now FC going to a little bit of almost a 3-1, 3-2 look here defensively to pounce on the Cox. Falcons here, but the Falcons get it past the 50, and along the sideline here they'll work it. Patriots it's Unger trying to pull it away from Emily Tomorrow. Elise Unger, a sophomore, and Emily Tomorrow, a junior. Mentioned her sister Olivia Tomorrow as well. Emily wearing number 8, Olivia number 9. Now Cox there matched up in another battle between Boucher and Burnett. Boucher's got it. It's a trio of FC defenders, and they'll halt her in her tracks there. Falcons pass it back over. Closely working with it is Bannon. And now FC. Just to run here, picking up the pace. Burnett gets by Madison Warren, one of the captains for Cox, along with Lindsay Arsenal and Lauren Boucher. And Stevie Drum among those 4 captains for Cox. Also, Zella Bailey. And that one is just booted away by Dwerden. Maddie keeps Cox from getting a couple shots on the rebound. Just under a minute 40 to go in this third period. It's Cox in the lead 2-1. It'll be Zella Bailey here starting things on this hit. Wind starting to die down. We'll see if that holds up for the rest of the game. My thinking is not so fast, my friend. As it starts to pick up the minute I say something about the wind. Mother Nature telling me to stop talking about the wind there, as now FC will look to get something created here with Anna DeLong. You see two Cox defenders clamping down there, with Boucher trailing it near the 50. And the Falcons back in possession. Pretty much play some ball control, although FC has other ideas. And taking a spill there. You see the Patriots is Olivia tomorrow. Going down, but pops back up. Trying to get it on the feed from Emily. Right now, the opportunities have been few and far between in this third period for Coach Sliker's crew, as we have under 10 seconds to go in the third period. And that will do it for period number 3, as it's in the books. Cox with a 2-1 lead. They got that second period goal from Stevie Drum, and then Emma Schwartz added one to put them in front 2-1. We'll come on back with the fourth period here between the Cox Falcons and the Patriots of First Colonial. Somebody's moving to 2-0 on the season. So keep it tuned to us right here on Facebook Live. Our broadcast presented by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint.
Price Games Wednesday, only at Dave & Buster's.
New DQ rotisserie style chicken bites. I never thought unbreaded chicken this good was possible. I love you just the way you are. Finally, chicken that is tender, juicy, and flavorful all by itself. Thank you, DQ, for giving me just what I needed. DQ, happy tastes good.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Back here on our Facebook Live broadcast on this Thursday afternoon from the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach. Matt Hatfield here with you as the Cox Falcons lead the First Colonial Patriots 2-1. Our broadcast presented by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint. Revitalize your property today. You can check them out on the web too at shinetimeinc.com. That's shinetimeinc.com. And Cox trailed 1-0 early in this one. Emily tomorrow got on the board for First Colonial, but after that score and the assist coming from Julie Day, the senior, finding her teammate, the junior, the Falcons sort of changed things up, a little bit of a flow defensively and got some chances, a couple of deep looks. And Stevie Drum, the University of Richmond signee, scored, the senior, one of the captains for the Falcons, to tie things up at the half. And then it was Emma Schwartz with a goal, a junior wearing number 15 for the Falcons in the third period, around the 7-minute mark. And that is where we are with the score 2-1 in favor of Cox. Both teams with 2 penalty corners, both of those corners coming for Cox in the third period. FC's 2 came in the first period. We've seen a lot of those senior leaders and captains like Lindsay Arsenal, who we found out is wearing number 17, by the way, for Cox, and Lauren Boucher, the University of Mary Washington commit, as well as Stevie Drum, the Richmond signee we just touched on, stepping up here for the Falcons. But, First Colonial will not go away quietly. There's been good back and forth, end-to-end action in this one here in Virginia Beach, like you would expect between two programs very capable of winning a state championship later this year here in Virginia High School League Field Hockey. The championships will take place the weekend of April 24th. And both being in Region 5A, it's going to make things mighty interesting how the playoffs will shake out. You would expect one of these two to be emerging from the area to compete in that state final. And very tough this year not having the two representatives at the end. We saw how that affected some teams for other sports in the wintertime, like in basketball. But good battle here as Cox with two players trying to take it away from FC's Finley Payne. I believe Lauren Boucher, one of them. The Falcons working it into that FC 25 attacking zone, and that Sun in their way too, but not stopping them at all. Great teamwork, dishing it over to one another. There's Elise Unger. But too much, and seen a couple of rocket shots here today. Coach Roundtree applauding her team's ball movement as with the lead right now. You don't want to get out of character and share it with one another and keep FC from getting a transition leak out. So the Falcons will go back to work here. Trying to get in the circle, but the Patriots will briefly knock it away. But you see the hustle and the speed there from the Falcons. That's number 12, Zella Bailey. And deep there, it's a tug of war for the ball. And the Falcons don't get one there. However, they will, you don't see as much huddling up, by the way, with everything in this social distance age. They just kind of space out to get set up for this penalty corner chance in the fourth period. I believe we'll see Lauren Boucher put it in. Still an adjustment for everybody getting used to how things are going, and we're all hoping that we're getting near the end of this pandemic. About a year ago today, when the sports world really shut down with Rudy Gobert testing positive and a lot of the college tournaments across the country ending, and now First Colonial on the run here. Can the Patriots get something going? 2-on-1 chance. Oh, and you see the great work by the Cox keeper, Abby Spear, the Duke commit. One of her best moments of the day, and she hopes that will stand up as a highlight reel moment in a 2-1 victory. Although Cox is looking for an insurance goal to put this one on ice and go up 3-1. First Colonial was thinking, let's tie this up on a 2-1 breakaway. Couldn't quite get one to go through on that 2-on-1. Against most teams they face in the Beach District, that's a goal. You see Cox, how valuable Spear is there. Falcons with Quinn Braithwaite. And that one is knocked away by Maddie Dwerden. Although it'll be a corner, I think FC can live with that if they can come up with another stop with Dwerden, as opposed to getting lax and letting Cox go up 3-1. Falcons trying to get some separation here on the penalty corner. And hit a bit too hard there on the shot by Zella Bailey. Zella had good contact with it. Didn't quite put it on the right spot there to slice through the net for one. First Colonial trying to tilt field position now. Back is Boucher getting in the way. It's Finley Payne working with it from the far side, trying to get in the circle. Cox comes up with it here. Another nifty defensive play for the Falcons. Cox on the run with Stevie Drum. They're hip to hip. You see the FC defense not backing down one bit. It was Anna DeLong there coming through defensively for the Patriots. Let's give her some props. Falcons trying to reverse things here. Unger taking that reversal, but that's going to be out of the reach of a racing Quinn Braithwaite. Quinn would have loved to have gotten that one gathered in and had a good look at a third goal. Still may get it here with just under 9 minutes to go. Third goal of the season. She had two, obviously, in their 9-0 shutout of Bayside on Tuesday, as the Falcons will pull things back out here. That is being controlled by Lindsay Arsenault. Now inside the midfield line into FC territory. Battle for the ball there. It's won by Cox here on the rebound, and it's going to be a stick loose, but picked up by one of FC's players, as that was a little bit of a dangerous situation there. Anna DeLong lost her stick, but able to get it back up before any harm was done, literally and figuratively. And now the Falcons pretty much wresting things away from FC every time they try to get on the move. Patriots now, 7:57 to go. Seeing what they can cook up here. Another takeaway from the Falcons. And there's a battle for it. That was briefly won. Patriots bench urging on their teammates on the field here. And one of the things I've noticed here from the high school field hockey compared to the Big Ten at the beach we had with Maryland and Northwestern and Rutgers and Ohio State and Iowa and Penn State is very few substitutions compared to what we see in the college game here at the high school level. You see a lot more at the collegiate scene there, as Olivia Tomorrow and Elise Unger were battling for the ball there. And now it's Tomorrow getting it up, and Burnett trying to create something here, getting some running room. Patriots have it inside the circle. Good chance, and just unable to get something to go there. Now Cox will put it out of play here and take a breath as they're out of harm's way. You saw Burnett and company had a very good look, one of their few good looks in this second half. It's been all Cox in terms of ball control and movement and everything in terms of operating. That will roll out behind the net. FC with just over 6 minutes to play in regulation, trailing Cox 2-1 here in this showdown of Beach District title contenders. Now the Patriots racing up ahead. Burnett's going to chase that one down. And unable to connect with her teammate Lauren Hedspeth. Trying to race near the circle and get a shot there and test goalkeeper Abby Spear of Cox. Hedspeth, the senior, number 6 here, going to be defending this passer for Cox here. Alertly picked up here by Katie Royal. Royal trying to get away from the Cox defense, as you see Quinn Braithwaite getting in her way. And that's going to be an interception for Cox. Nifty maneuvering from Stevie Drum of the Falcons, the Richmond signee. Now deep into FC territory. In control of it with DeLong shadowing her. Now 2 defenders for First Colonial. As you see, the Patriots got in her pathway with Julie Day. Julie there fronting the help defense. Under 5 minutes to go. Patriots looking for that second goal to send us to overtime. Coach Beanie Schleicher wanting her team to act with some more urgency here and not liking where they're positioned at. Want to get operating into Cox territory. Falcons sort of retreating a bit here, knowing that if they take any chances, that could allow FC to get on a run out here. Now the Patriots have it. Past the midfield line. And taken away again, as you saw. Patriots were on the move with Finley Payne, and then the Falcons coming up with it. Two Cox defenders converging on an FC driver, as that was Lindsay Arsenal getting her stick on it. And now the Patriots will reset here with DeLong. Anna slaps it up, and the Cox defender is ready for it again. Now Lauren Boucher. And that's intercepted as the FC defense is ready for it. Now here's Burnett. One-on-one. Oh! And a great look as Lauren Hedspeth got going a little bit too fast and lost her footing, the stick. Got a bit excited there. She thought this was going to be a 2-all game with just over 3 minutes to go. See the resilience and the resolve of this FC team. Taking on a Cox program that no stranger to success. Always in the championship hunt. In fact, we're talking about a Cox team that was 21-1 just a season ago. Unbeaten in league play. They've had some dominant strings in the Beach District over the years. When you talk about dominance, records for consecutive championships, 7 in a row from 1989 to 1995, and the VHSL record for consecutive victories at 69, which they achieved from 1993 to 1996. Patriots trying to move to 2-0 today, but they have to do some serious work here in these last 2 minutes and change to give themselves a shot at that in overtime. As the Falcons cling to a 2-1 lead here. Just smothering defense for much of this second half. Really, from the second quarter on for the Falcons after falling behind 1-0 on the goal from Emily Tomorrow of FC. Wind picking back up now, and time is starting to run out on the Patriots here. Battle in that deep corner, and that's advantage Cox every time here with the clock just ticking away. Barring any kind of major lapse, Falcons are in great position to up its mark to 2-0 on the season. It's a high arcer. Patriots kick it over to Kelly Taylor. The senior going to ODU on the run. Loses the handle. Can she get it back on the carom? Cox able to get in the way here. You see the intensity picking up there for the players and the stick work for both sides. Coach Beanie Schleicher trying to provide her team with a couple of pointers to put this one into OT. Under 40 seconds to go. Falcons pull it out. Zella Bailey. They want her with it. Experienced player and one of the best juniors around. Under 30 seconds to go. FC's going to have to take some kind of chance here. Triple team coming out. The near side. Coach Roundtree applauding as time's taken under 10 seconds to go. She knows her team is about to move to 2-0 here. 3 seconds, 2, and that's going to do it. The Cox Falcons come from behind for a 2-1 victory to move to 2-0 on the season. Goals from Stevie Drum and Emmy Schwartz and Stevie Drum with the goals for the Falcons. Emily Tamero had the lone goal on the assist from Julie Day. And Cox runs its record to 2-0 on the season. FC dropping to 1-1. Up next for Cox will be a date at Kellum next Thursday. Then they play Lancetown on the road the 22nd of March. They play host to Princess Anne on March 24th. They visit Tallwood on March 26th. Close out the month of March at home against Green Run on the 30th. And then their regular season finale is April 1st. No, it's not going to be April Fool's. They really do play that day against Salem at home. For FC, they tried to regroup and get to 2-1 when they visit Green Run coming up on Tuesday the 16th. Then it's at home against Lancetown the 18th of March. At Salem the 22nd of March. They play host to Tallwood on the 24th of March. At Ocean Lakes March 26th. And they are at home against Kempsville on March the 30th. I want to thank Nick Senti for his work on camera and Chuck Thornton and the crew here at the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach. I'm Matt Hatfield. We appreciate you tuning in. This broadcast is also archived for viewing on Facebook Live. Again, presented today by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint. Revitalize your property today. I'm Matt Hatfield. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening, everyone, right here on Facebook Live.